Hi everyone. So I have some interesting news regarding the Pendragon cycle. So it's been a while since we've gotten any kind of information, and the information I'm going to present to you is a bit interesting, and I would say it kind of moves the needle frontward just a bit. Not so much, but just a teeny tiny bit. So that's okay. But it's good to at least have some of this news pushed out. So, anyways, here we go. So the first video I'm going to show you is of Brett Cooper. Now, Brett Cooper has been silent regarding the Pendragon cycle ever since she left Daily Wire, and we have been thinking what is going on. And let me just play the video for you.
Pendragon, which is the TV show that I did with Daily Wire, that has not come out yet. I'm not privy to what they are going to be doing with that, where it's going to be, how it will be, when it's going to come out. And at some point in the future, you will probably see me talking about Pendragon and promoting that show. And genuinely, I'm excited about that. You know, I loved doing Pendragon. I met the most incredible people. I met one of my best friends in the entire world while I was shooting Pendragon. I'm really proud of it. And I also want you guys to know that there were so many incredible people that were working behind the scenes on Pendragon from around the world, from the crew, the costumers, you know, the set designers, the writers, the actors, everyone who just came together to make something that was really incredible. I hope it's amazing. I haven't seen it. I'm excited to share it. I'm excited to see it for the first time. And so you'll see that, you know, whenever it happens, but I just want you to know, moving forward, everything's great.
All right, that was the video. Now, what I really like about this video is that Brett is still elated to be a part of the Pendragon Cycle project, and even she seems like she's going to promote it when it comes out, which is wonderful. And if you guys watch the behind the scenes footage for the Pendragon Cycle, which I recommend you do because it's, I would say, magical. You know, I recently rewatched like 95% of it, and I was having a blast. And the scenes where Brett Cooper was featured, you could really tell she enjoyed being there. So, of course, I'm happy that she even spoke about this because there's a lot of rumors regarding Daily Wire, a lot of conspiracies. And I feel like the biggest conspiracy right now regarding the Pendragon cycle is that they are apparently replacing Brett Cooper with someone else. Now, that is untrue. That's not going to happen because, first off, that is expensive, and secondly, Daily Wire would never do that. Okay, I know they have replaced Candace Owens' voice on Mr. Bircham with another Daily Wire presenter, but they can't do it for this, and they won't do it for this. I feel like it's just different, just a total different, I would say, you could say departure. You know, I feel like there was a bit more hostility when it came to Candace Owens and, you know, Ben Shapiro and all of that drama. But I feel like the drama surrounding Brett Cooper and Reagan Conrad is more like friendship drama than anything else. It's not something that's so high above. And listen, I disagree with the fact that Daily Wire replaced Candace Owens with someone else. I think that was not a great thing to do. I know she was, you know, leaving Daily Wire, but they could have at least kept her voice in because they pre-recorded it. Okay, enough about that. So let me show you something else. I found this image on Twitter many months ago. I think I tried making a video on it, but I just failed to deliver, which is unfortunate. So I just totally forgot about it, but here it is. So this is from someone on Twitter. They received an email regarding their question about Snow White and Pendragon cycles. So this is a screenshot, as you guys can see. Okay, so first, let's start reading. Thank you for reaching out and for your interest in the production of Snow White and the Pendragon Cycle. Jeremy provided an update on a past All Access Live. Now, Jeremy is not the co-CEO anymore, but he is still working at the Daily Wire, is busy with everything else regarding Pendragon Cycle and possibly more movies and TV shows, which I really hope so. because I would like to see more of that. Even if it's not political, I would love to just see like more, you could say like escapist kind of stuff. It can even be a low fantasy too. That would be lovely. Um, okay, so Jeremy provided an update on a past All Access Live, stating the company is not quite sure what will become of Snow White. Now, when it comes to Snow White, I feel like Brett Cooper was supposed to be the selling point of Snow White. Of course, the other reason being that this was going to be the opposite of Disney Snow White. But just remember that Brett has a lot of fans, and obviously, I feel like they were really banking on Brett to just bring in the numbers. And unfortunately, that did not turn out well. But Brett was apparently having singing lessons, which is pretty cool. However, that led nowhere because she left. Okay. He goes on to say that there is always a chance that we may move forward with the film. However, with Brett Cooper leaving the company, it has created some unique challenges to continuing production. Now, I believe this means that, maybe they just, planned everything just for Brett. They had this golden star and now she's gone. It's unfortunate. They even had to take lessons, singing lessons. So I feel like they were really banking on her being that selling point, and now she's not the selling point. I feel like it's going to be really hard to replace her. I mean, see what they did with the comment section, okay? Trust me, it's hard to replace Brett Cooper. I feel like the best thing they should do is work on a different princess story. I feel like working on something different is much better because, when it comes to like fighting, Snow White with Snow White, that sounds lovely. But at the same time, I feel like people would rather have something original. You know, maybe that's just me. I mean, there's nothing wrong with having more adaptations, but I feel like there's so many other princess stories Daily Wire could really do. Anyways, in regard to the Pendragon cycle, it is in the post-production stage and should be releasing in the near future. Please stay tuned for updates via email and our website for more details. I hope this offers some context for your question regarding Snow White and Pendragon cycle. We are so grateful for your support. Okay, uh, and Daily Wire Plus member support. So this is from a subscriber of their website, so you can really tell that okay, this person is being answered to because he is a member, and that's interesting because a lot of people have been unsubscribing. Some people are subscribing just for the fact of the Pendragon cycle or Snow White. And if you guys don't know, back in April, Daily Wire broke the news, I guess. Okay, not Daily Wire. Other people kind of broke the news. One of the Daily Wire ex-employees broke the news that he was retrenched. So he and other people were retrenched, basically like 25% of the company, which included the Bentkey production, which is so disappointing because Bentkey was really promoted as something magical, right? Something to be an alternative to all of the woke children's entertainment that's flooding up every corner everywhere, really. So unfortunately, it failed, and I feel like I should do a separate video on explaining why it failed or why it could not really do so well. And it's disappointing. I want them to do well. I want them to succeed, but I feel like there are a couple of pitfall traps they are falling into, and I really hope they can get themselves out of it and dust themselves off and watch where they're going in the near future because I want to see them succeed. I think that they're one of the most prominent voices for conservative media, but when it comes to escapist content or just understanding culture, I feel like they're one of the few companies that can understand it from a bit of a mainstream kind of viewpoint. I like that they're pretty modern with the way they're going about their platforms, but at the same time, I still feel like there's still a bit of issues that needs to be addressed. Anyways, have a wonderful day. Bye.